In the icy mountains of Turkey, where nature is at its harshest, there exists a creature that everyone must fear: wild boars. They not only endure the freezing cold, but also thrive with a thick layer of fat and a dense coat of fur that help them survive the harsh winter. But it is this intense vitality that makes them a nightmare for the locals. Today, we are not just setting out to hunt. We set out to face the real challenge, where every step holds a hidden danger. A life and death journey through the deep forest, where the battle is not only between humans and beasts, but also a confrontation with the dangers of the wild nature. We prepared in silence: cold weather jackets, rifles, hunting knives, infrared binoculars. Each item was carefully inspected. The click of bullets chambering, the creak of leather straps tightening on our shoulders. No one said much. The -15-degree cold felt like it froze the entire world. Yet, in everyone's eyes burned a fierce fire. The hunting dogs began to howl. They had caught the scent of what we were after. The tracks were close. I gripped the rifle stock tightly, my heart pounding in sync with the dog's footsteps. Then that dark figure appeared, a massive wild boar tearing through the snow in search of forest roots. I took steady aim, my breath raced, but I held it in my chest. My finger tightened on the trigger. The shot thundered through the forest. The beast jolted violently, then crashed to the ground, snow exploding all around. As we got closer, we realized it weighed nearly 100 kilos. A solid mass of muscle capable of smashing through a wooden wall. In that moment, the whole group let out a sigh of relief, but no one smiled because we knew this was only the beginning. Out there, many stronger beasts were still hiding. In that moment, the whole group let out a sigh of relief, but no one smiled because we knew this was only the beginning. Out there, many stronger beasts were still hiding. A new day began. This time we decided not to use the hunting dogs. Everything had to rely on experience, intuition, and sharpness. The deeper we went, the quieter the forest became, until even the sound of the wind made us startle. I bent down on the snow. A faint footprint appeared. It was still warm with steam rising from it. The animal had just passed by. We moved forward slowly, then through the white mist, a figure appeared. Huge, fierce, there was no time to think. I quickly took aim and pulled the trigger. The gunshot rang out, and the beast collapsed instantly. A streak of bright red blood spread across the white snow, a scene both brutal and cold. We hadn't even caught our breath when the ground began to shake. The forest stirred. Suddenly, a herd of wild boars charged out like a flood. Gunfire erupted in rapid bursts. I brought one down, but the rest quickly scattered like phantoms. I shouted out for Leon. His gunfire echoed from the mountainside. Each shot sharp and precise, stopping the lead beast in its tracks. The air was thick with the smell of gunpowder and our ragged breaths. When everything finally settled, we slumped against the base of a tree. Our breath came out in white clouds, our hands trembling from the cold. No one said a word, but in our eyes, we all knew the battle was far from over. The third day greeted us with a blizzard. Visibility dropped to less than 10 meters. But the mission wasn't finished, and we had no choice. We split into two groups and moved deep into a narrow valley where locals had reported fresh tracks. The wind howled in our ears, snow lashed against our faces, and every step felt as heavy as carrying stone. Suddenly from ahead, a massive wild boar emerged. Its eyes burned red, breath streaming like smoke, its fur crusted with ice. It charged at us like a living storm. I took aim and fired. The bullet grazed it, but didn't stop its charge. The distance closed to just a few meters. At that moment, Leon burst out from the mountainside. His rifle flashed again and again. The beast staggered, then crashed to the ground right in front of me. In that moment, we burst out laughing, a shaky laugh, part relief, part fear. The -20 cold seemed to vanish. Only one truth remained: we had survived. On the way back to camp, the snow began to thicken rapidly. The wind howled through the trees, the ground turned completely white, and the trail disappeared within minutes. We dragged our hard-earned trophies behind us, exhausted but relieved, believing the day's challenges were finally over. This was more than just a hunt. It was a responsibility. We acted to protect the farmers, safeguard the crops, and preserve the balance of nature. Every step we took followed the law, and above all, we put safety first. This journey will not end, for the frozen mountains and forests still hold many mysteries, many challenges, and many stories yet to be told. If you want to keep joining us for more thrilling and unpredictable journeys, make sure to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. See you on the next adventure, where every moment is a razor-thin line between life and death.